1230 and 101.9 FM. Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9. Welcome to Tiger Baseball Field for the final regular season home doubleheader between the Alamogordo Tigers and the Gadsden Panthers. Appreciate y'all tuning in here on this Thursday, and thankfully you knew when the game was going on because it was a little bit of a late change-up to play the games today to try to beat out the weather with the possibility of rain. Actually, seems like almost a guarantee of rain, especially late tonight, early tomorrow. Who knows what would have made the field conditions like. And I don't know if Saturday wasn't an option or they just felt like being proactive with it, which they already did with tennis this week and a few other things. So it works out okay. So if you're listening to us, come on down, enjoy the broadcast or enjoy the game, and hope you can tune in and enjoy the broadcast if you're listening to us right now. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Tigers and Panthers, both these teams just playing for pride here at the end of the year. Unlikely that either team is going to be playing postseason baseball, so they want to finish strong. Tigers got the win on Tuesday, and they would love to grab 2 more wins at home to finish up their season and have some positives going into next season. Tigers have already gone through their infield-outfield drill, and Gadsden is doing theirs right now. Gadsden in all black with maroon lettering numerals outlined in tan, and very similar to their softball team's uniforms, at least the color scheme. And Alamogordo is going to be in their white today with black pinstripes for their final home games of the season. They've got all, as they have done for years and years now, they paint the numbers of all their seniors behind home plate. So kudos to the Tigers in honoring their guys, and I think they're doing it at halftime, the break between first game and second game. So, okay, let's go ahead and take our first break. We'll come back. That's the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. We'll be returning to Tiger Field right after this. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk.
Here in our community, we honor the strength of our military families and their children during Military Child Month. First National Bank is honored to support the families who serve, and we thank you for your service.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is Emily from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Vacations, weekend getaway, consolidations, appliances, furniture, medical repairs, and more. When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply in person or online today at oterofcu.org. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an
Alamo
amazing
Sports and
deal
Talk,
with
1230,
Ryan Richardson
1019.
Motor Company.
Alamogordo Tiger Baseball here
318
on
South
this
White Sands
Thursday
Boulevard,
afternoon
or
and
online
evening.
at
Overcast and
RyanRichardson.company.
breezy and probably
That's
going to be a little chilly as we go throughout the
RyanRichardson.company.
broadcast tonight. And mic check. And I don't know where I was. Sorry. Overcast. A little breezy, a little chilly. Everybody in their hoodies today. So we've had some, feels like summer-like days. We've had some spring-like days. This is almost, I don't want to go winter. That's probably a little too far, but it's definitely in that realm, I guess. So let's see what we've seen from Alamogordo baseball and Gadsden baseball this year. Tigers coming into tonight's matchup at 7-17 on the season, 1-12 in district. The Tigers got their wins early in the season against Fabens and Roswell High. They beat Rodoso and Lovington and Valencia, and Lovington a second go-around. And in non-district losses to Roswell, Santa Teresa twice, Goddard, Artesia, and then, of course, district's just been tough. You look at all the close games: 4-2 to Centennial, 4-1 to Centennial, 8-5 to Centennial, 10-5 to Oregon Mountain, 4-3 to Oregon Mountain, 3-1, 2-1 losses to Mayfield, 4-2 and 5-2 losses to Cruces. They've been in so many of these games, and it unfortunately just didn't go the way that they wanted to this season. Gadsden coming in at 7-17 as well. They're 0-13 in district, so they would love to have a positive finish to their year as well and see something good here before the end of the season. They picked up wins over Chaparral and El Paso Austin early in the year, San Elizario, Anthony. They beat El Paso High and Clint and Silver. Losses in non-district to Deming, Santa Teresa, Mountain View in the El Paso area. And then they haven't been quite as competitive against their fellow district opponents this year. I mean, Oregon Mountain, a 3-0 loss. 6-1 to Mayfield. Of course, the 6-4 defeat. Alamogordo had a great rally on Tuesday night. Scored 4 runs in the top of the 7th to win the game. But otherwise, Gadsden 13-2, 10-1, 25-2, 6-0, 9-3, 8-0, 8-1. I mean, I would say Alamo's maybe a little bit closer, but at the end of the day, wins are wins, losses are losses, and unfortunately for Alamogordo, they're in a bit of a tougher. They're just as tough of a place as Gadsden is. So you can look at the scores, and at the end of the day, both teams are basically in the same spot and trying to just have some positive things to go through here at the end of the year and see if they can get something going on the final 2 days of the season, and most importantly for these seniors and on both sides to just try to have a good final effort and feel positive about their finish to their season. So lots to play for, For a lot of these guys, this will be the last time they get to play competitive baseball like this. Not all, but certainly a lot that may end up being the result for them. So we'll see what happens in tonight's game. We've got the umpires coming out of the field, walking alongside Alamogordo Tigers head baseball coach Nathan Winrow, and Gadsden's coach coming out, I'm sure, here in just a little while as well. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and more of the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show is coming up for you next here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Banking should be personal. It's the comfort of being greeted by name, celebrating life's milestones, and staying connected to what matters most. Because when your bank truly knows you, you're never just another transaction. We're proud to support you on your financial journey and serve in the communities we call home. First National Bank, where community and commitment come together. Stop in today and experience the difference.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Vacations, weekend getaway, consolidations, appliances, furniture, medical repairs, and more. When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply in person or online today at oterofcu.org. All loans subject to credit approval and restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. Welcome back. Sorry, I was procuring a lineup from Gadsden, so sorry about not coming back. Let's get you starters for Gadsden. Ryan Nieto's leading off. He's the second baseman. Aiden Dominguez, the pitcher, hits second. Sebastian Andrade is the DH. He hits third. Dom Hernandez, cleanup hitter, is the catcher. Richard Yanez is the first baseman, number 23. Antonio Castillo, he's number 5, or he's the third baseman. And we'll get you the rest of that when we come back. National anthem just about to happen. So we'll have first pitch coming up next here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Community banks are so much more than just a bank in a community. We offer favorable rates and low fees. We are the volunteers that step up to help at local schools, youth sports, and non-for-profit organizations. Community bankers support the community where we all live, work, and play.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans are subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Vacations, weekend getaway, consolidations, appliances, furniture, medical repairs, and more. When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply in person or online today at oterofcu.org. All loans subject to credit approval and restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk. Thanks for tuning into the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show as the Tigers and the Panthers get ready to get started. Tigers in their home whites, black pinstripes, and black lettering and numerals outlined in gold. Gadsden in all black with maroon numerals and tan outline, and Gadsden across the front of their uniforms. Starting lineups, let's start with the Tigers defensively. And on the mound will be Preston Eldred, who's had a really solid junior season this year and looking to finish off strong. Behind home plate will be Clifford Phillips. First base is Keegan Stagner. Second base for the Tigers, Aiden Tupper. Shortstop will be Brandon Williams. And third base is Billy Copeland. The outfield and left is A.J. Paz. Center fielder for the Tigers is Cade Kiss. So back out in center field for Cade. So maybe feeling a little bit better with his arm injury that he's been battling throughout the season. And out in right field is Levi Ramirez. For the Gadsden Panthers, we were telling you their starters before we had to take a pause there during the national anthem. Ryan Nieto is their second baseman. He leads off. It'll be Aiden Dominguez, their pitcher, heading in number 2 spot. He wears number 21. Nieto's number 16. Number 17, Sebastian Andrade, is the DH, and he is DHing for number 99, Chris Arambula. I think I'm saying that right. Dom Hernandez is the catcher. He hits cleanup and wears number 22. Number 26, Richard Yanez, is the first baseman, and he'll hit 5th. Hitting 6th is Antonio Castillo, the third baseman, as the first pitch is in for a called strike, and we're underway. As Nieto hitting from the right-hand side, right-handed pitching, Preston Eldred. Yes. And then we'll run through the last 3 spots in the lineup for Gadsden after this 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. It is Rogelio Gomez Jr., the shortstop, wearing number 5, hitting in the 7th spot. Hitting 8th is Carlos Cortez, the right fielder, wearing number 3. And Esquivel Gotia, as we see one hit into left field and will drop just in front of the left fielder. And a base hit on an 0-2 for Nieto. And that'll put Gadsden with the base runner on to start the game. And it'll bring up Aiden Dominguez now. We go from Nieto, who's probably around, I would say, 5'6", 5'7". And then Dominguez has got to be over 6 feet tall, stepping into the right-hand batter's box. And a good breaking ball there from Eldred that drops in for a strike. Yeah, it feels like an late winter, early spring day out here. Pickoff throw to first. Runner slides back in front of the tag from Stagner. Just with the cloudiness and the breeze and a bit of a chill in the air. Doesn't feel like tomorrow's the first day of May. And again, this game was scheduled for tomorrow, but with rain late today, early tomorrow. Wanted to try to get ahead of the weather. Swing and a miss on the 0-1, and again, Eldred gets ahead in the count 0-2. And this is hit in the air out to center field. Kiss goes back after it in right field, and Cade showing no rustiness out there. Comes away with the grab. And a little toss on to the right fielder for the Tigers, Levi. Ramirez let him throw that one. Maybe that's the plan there for Cade, is have him out there catching and maybe not necessarily having to throw if possible. I'm sure on his senior day he wanted to start out in center field. Runner goes. Pitch is a called strike. Throw will get into the outfield. So called strike to Andrade. Stolen base for Nieto. And 0-1 to count at the plate. Runner on second base for the Panthers. And fouled off, 0-2. The pitch. And this is scooped out towards left field. It will get down for a base hit. Runner is going to hold up, and now he's going to get caught in between home and third. They'll throw home, and did they not tag him? Now they get him. Okay. I don't know if he had gone outside the baseline, but he actually avoided the catcher, Phillips. But Phillips was able to dish it to Eldred, and Eldred would get the tag before he scored. And a miscue there for Gadsden. They should have had a runner on third with one out, and now a runner on second with two outs. So to bring up Dom Hernandez, we'll see the first one. Well, actually he offered at it, missed outside, but he went after it 0-1. Eldred coming set from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Good scoop up by Phillips. And the count evens up at 1-1. Now it is the final week of the regular season for baseball and softball across New Mexico. The 1-1 and a ground ball to the left side of the infield and picked up by Copeland on the run. Throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 5-3 on the final out of the inning. 2 hits surrendered by the Tigers, but no runs scored. 1 left on for Gadsden as we go to the bottom of the first inning on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 0-0. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk. 1230, 1019.
Here in our community, we honor the strength of our military families and their children during Military Child Month. First National Bank is honored to support the families who serve, and we thank you for your service.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Alamogordo Tigers and the Gadsden Panthers were to the bottom of the first inning with no score, and the Tigers getting their first opportunity to hit in Game 1. Plan 2 today, and so if you're maybe just finding out that the game was today, because I had a few people like, oh, the game's today. We did try to get the information out there. You still got plenty of time to get out here for Game 1, certainly for Game 2 this evening, so you can join us. Tigers will lead it off with Aiden Tupper, one of the 6 Tiger seniors that will be, or I should say 5 Tiger seniors that will be honored. I just got it. I saw a 26 at the end, and I'm thinking, I don't remember there being a 26. No, it's the class of 26, you dummy. I'm no kidding. Just realized that. At least I didn't have to have somebody explain it to me. Here comes the first pitch from Aiden Dominguez, and this is going to be hit sky high into shallow center field. It is going to be the shortstop ranging back and grabbing that, Rogelio Gomez Jr., and that's one down for the Tigers here in the bottom of the first inning. Brings up A.J. Paz now. Paz hitting from the left-hand side for the Tigers. First pitch in there will miss, and it's 1-0. And we'll run through the defensive setup and the lineup again for the Tigers if you weren't with us in our pregame show. As we await the 1-0 from the right-handed pitching Dominguez, and that'll miss up high, 2-0. That's inside. And now 3-0 to Paz. It's been a full day of baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk. We had D-backs a little bit earlier. And that's going to catch the outside corner for a strike. 3-1 the count. And Dominguez sends it. That'll miss, and deflect off of the glove of the catcher. No rush from Paz, though, to get over to first base, as he wasn't going to try to turn that into something more. And it'll bring up Cade Kiss, another of the Tiger seniors, as I believe all of them are in the starting lineup, except for Jackson Cole, but I think there's a good chance we see Jackson pitch today. Runner on first for the Tigers here in the bottom of the first inning. And a check swing on a pitch that was coming inside on Kiss. He fouls it off, and 0-1. Kiss will step back in. Hitting from the left-hand side, right-handed pitching Dominguez. Runner goes, pitches a little low. Here's the throw. They're going to get him. They did. So Paz didn't get a particularly great break, and it was a very nice throw from the catcher Hernandez. And both teams with a little bit of a base-running miscue. I don't know if that's a miscue. That's just a good play by Gadsden. This is hit in the air out towards the third base line in left field. Long run after it. Unable to make the catch is the left fielder for Gadsden, Goitia. And that's Ezekiel Goitia, by the way. I thought it was Esquivel, but I was trying to read handwriting. That was not happening. So the Tigers get a runner on second base with 2 outs, and Preston Eldred with a chance to help himself out here, give himself a lead as the Tiger pitcher comes to the plate in the cleanup spot. He'll foul off the first one he sees up the first base line, and the count is 0-1. Dominguez working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball. It's going to stay high. Count evens up at 1-1. And just getting a piece of that one to the backstop is Eldred. And he's behind the count now, 1-2. Tiger bench trying to get behind Eldred, but he is going to swing and miss. And a strikeout to finish out the inning. And the Tigers leave one on after one hit. Gadsden surrenders a walk. And we are scoreless after one inning of play. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, we go to the top of the second. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Same as your guys, 7-17.
Vacations, weekend getaway, consolidations, appliances, furniture, medical repairs, and more. When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply in person or online today at oterofcu.org. All loans subject to credit approval and restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Here in our community, we honor the strength of our military families and their children during Military Child Month. First National Bank is honored to support the families who serve, and we thank you for your service.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is Emily from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Tigers and the Panthers here at Tiger Field as we're in the top of the second. Preston Eldred behind 2-0 to the count here to Richard Yanes, who hits from the left-hand side for the Panthers. Right-handed pitching Eldred, and it drops low. And so Eldred behind 3-0 to the count gave away a couple of singles in the first inning, but no runs across as Eldred comes to the plate. That's in there for a strike. A little bit of a late call from the home plate umpire. And, I mean, I think it's his normal call, but Yanes thought that was ball 4, tosses bat, but he goes and grabs it, and a 3-1 will be coming his way. And he hits this high in the air out to right field, ranging back for it, Ramirez. He is going to park under it, and he's got it. Yanes got into that pretty well, but just too far underneath it, and one down. And it'll bring up Antonio Castillo now, the third baseman hitting from the right-hand side. Will step in for the first time today. And pitch is on the way. And a ground ball, 2 shorts. Williams, toss on to first, is in time. A little bit of a slow roller, but charged it, made the throw, and the Tigers have 2 outs. And it'll bring him number 5, Rogelio Gomez Jr., the shortstop, getting his first at-bat. And he'll step into the right-hand batter's box. And a good breaking ball there from Eldred. Gomez was backing out of the way, thought it was going to come inside on him, and slid right in over the plate. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And the pitch. Fouled off and keeps the at-bat alive. Gadsden so far today has been a pretty good 2-strike hitting team. Both of their hits were on 0-2 counts. The pitch. Outside. And the count 1-2. Right fielder Carlos Cortez in the on-deck circle for Gadsden. If Gomez Jr. is able to reach, the 1-2. Man, that's going to drop low. Pretty good pitch there from Eldred, but just missed, and the count goes to 2-2. Here it comes. And look like he went around. The home plate umpire says yes, and that'll end the inning. First strikeout of the day for Preston Eldred ends the second inning in order. Down go the Panthers. As we go to the bottom of the second, no score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Vacations, weekend getaway, consolidations, appliances, furniture, medical repairs, and more. When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply in person or online today at oterofcu.org. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Base hit for Jaden Ruiz to lead things off here in the bottom of the second inning as he slashes one opposite field up the first base line, and the Tigers have a base runner to start. Ruiz DHing here in this game. I'll bring up Brandon Williams. Heading in the number 6 spot for the Tigers this afternoon. Swing and a miss. Well, unfortunately, it seems like Aiden McGinnis got shut down for the rest of the season. Must have picked up, I know he didn't play last week. Picked up an injury late in the year, and certainly a key part of the Tigers. Runner goes. Here's the throw, and I think they got him again. They did. So Ruiz tries to steal, and second time the Tigers have been nabbed at second base, and two good throws from the catcher, Dom Hernandez. Tigers being aggressive on the base paths. 1-1 for Williams. Here comes the pitch to him, and that'll miss high. 2-1. And called strike. That one was right at the knees, and count evens up at 2-2. Into the motion. Here's the pitch from Dominguez. That'll miss high. And a full count to Williams. Tigers with 2 hits on the day now after that single, but I've seen some of it erased with stolen base attempts that did not convert. Fouled off by Williams in the count, 3-2. The pitch. And that's going to be a called third strike. Williams was starting to run towards first base. And a strikeout looking, second strikeout of the day for Aiden Dominguez. Keegan Stagner to the plate. Hitting from the right-hand side, and he'll swing and miss at a pitch dropping below the zone. The count is 0-1. So Alamogordo softball also playing today. They're down at Anthony, playing Gadsden. And I believe that's all that's going on today. Tularosa softball was scheduled to play today. They played yesterday. And here's a ground ball that goes up the middle, off the mound, but fielded at short bud. A little bit of trouble on the transfer from the glove to the throwing hand, and an E6. It's going to be kind of a difficult play anyway for the shortstop, Gomez Jr., but certainly a makeable one. Stagner was still good distance away from first base. And Clifford Phillips going to step in for the first time. And first pitch in for a strike. And the count's 0-1. Thule baseball still scheduled to play tomorrow. Sure if there's so much rain that they can move it to Saturday, as that's in there for a strike. 0-2 now. Thule softball already was scheduled to play Saturday against Cobre. I'm surprised that they didn't get a third strike call there. The pitch leaked away from Hernandez, but runner not able to advance. 1-2. Mescalero baseball plays Saturday against Lordsburg, finishing up their season. Phillips swings and misses and strikes out. So the Tigers, a couple of strikeouts in the inning, a single. Also reached on an error, left one on. And the Tigers and the Panthers scoreless as we go to the top of the third on the Richardson Motors Score.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Banking should be personal. It's the comfort of being greeted by name, celebrating life's milestones, and staying connected to what matters most. Because when your bank truly knows you, you're never just another transaction. We're proud to support you on your financial journey and serve in the communities we call home. First National Bank, where community and commitment come together. Stop in today and experience the difference.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. At top of the third inning, the Tigers back out defensively, and the number 8 hitter, Carlos Cortez, leading off. Swings and misses the first pitch from Preston Eldred, and he will watch that second one miss, 1-1, and caroms off the plate, back behind the catcher and umpire. As this is fouled off, 1-2. 8-9 and 1 in the order for Gadsden. Panthers with a couple of hits in the first inning, went down in order in the last inning. And we're in the top of the third as Eldred sends the 1-2. That's going to miss high. Count evens up at 2-2. A 6-4 win for the Tigers on Tuesday. Tigers trailed 4-2 going to the top of the seventh, but rallied for the win as that 2-2 is going to miss inside. And 3-2. Eldred winds and deals. And a chopper that will go foul at the third baseline. We'll do it again. And unfortunately for Alamogordo, this is going to be a season of kind of almost. They were very close to, if they get one district win a week, they probably have a shot at making the postseason. Hit in the air out to shallow left field, running up on it, and who made the grab? It was the shortstop. Brandon Williams over the shoulder makes the grab. He had A.J. Paz coming right at him from left field, and Cade Kiss was in the area as well. And I never saw the ball hit the ground, but honestly couldn't tell who caught it at first. But it was Williams who made the grab. Thankfully, nobody collided. And that'll be one down. First pitch is a breaking ball in for a strike to Esquivel Gotia. And fouled off and back to the screen, and 0-2 to Goitia. The 0-2 pitch. That's going to miss inside. Maybe a bit high. And the 1-2. That's going to miss outside. Maybe a touch high as well. 2-2. Yeah, foul off, and the count will stay 2-2. Phillips looking for the baseball. It had gone back behind home plate. He thought it was somewhere underneath him. And Phillips going to go and grab that baseball now. And yeah, he's got something I had been noticing this year, and I didn't realize that you can send in pitch calls through an earpiece now. As here comes the 2-2. Fouled off. Yeah, we'll do it again. And his earpiece had fallen out. 2-2. Low and away. 3-2. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat next. Count's gone full after Goitia fell behind 0-2. Called strike 3 on a good breaking ball from Phillipson. He's got his second strikeout. And out number 2 with the leadoff hitter, Ryan Nieto. He's got a single. Comes up for the second time. 1 for 1. Kind of cool that Gadsden's got names on their nameplates. Don't see that a ton in high school sports. Usually those jerseys are getting reused. As the first pitch is going to miss to Nieto, 1-0. And fouled off. And looks like it went off the foot of Nieto as he kind of crumbled to the ground, and he is dropped the bat on the ground and is walking it off now. So kind of a combination of, just took the baseball off the foot, and then also, I don't know if the ankle turned. Now he's sitting down. And so he's in a decent amount of pain. Devin Brown, the Alamogordo athletic trainer, is going to head out there and chat with the Gadsden coaching staff who's come out, and Nieto, as he continues to sort of stretch it out. Took it off maybe the inside of the foot as they talk things over. So 2 singles for Gadsden back in the first inning. Those are the only 2 hits and only 2 base runners. As a matter of fact, Eldred has retired the last 6 that he's faced. Gadsden missed a golden opportunity They probably would have scored a run because they had a ground out on the next at-bat, but had a runner between that advanced from second to third on a base hit, and for some reason he kind of stopped between third and home and didn't go back to the bag quickly, and the throw-in caught him in between, and he was tagged out near home plate as the 1-1 will miss here to Nieto, 2-1. Nieto staying in the game. And the pitch. And a ground ball to third. A little bit of a bad hop, but Copeland plays it nicely and tosses on to first. He waited on it, probably the right call. When it hit the infield grass, instead of taking a high hop again, it just sort of skimmed across the ground, and he was able to adjust and make the play. And it'll be the third out. And 7 straight retired for Eldred. We go to the bottom of the third on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, and there is still no score. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Vacations, weekend getaway, consolidations, appliances, furniture, medical repairs, and more. When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply in person or online today at oterofcu.org. All loans subject to credit approval and restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Welcome back. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, as the Tigers and the Gadsden Panthers are scoreless, going to the bottom of the third. Pretty windy. Didn't expect it to be quite as windy as it is today, but we've got a strong breeze blowing in from straight center field. In fact, the tarp out in center field has, I don't think I've ever seen that. It's kind of come up, and you can actually see out beyond the fence out there in center field. So, yeah, I don't know too many times I've seen seen that happen. First pitch is going to miss to the Tigers' leadoff hitter in the inning, and that's Billy Copeland, number 9 spot of the Tigers order. And it's low and away. And he's heading the count 2-0. Back to the top of the order after Copeland with Tupper and Paz due up for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. And 2-1 here to Copeland. Home plate umpire giving a brush off of home plate before we get the next one going. 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And we'll say if you're out there listening to us and you're planning to come into the ballpark tonight, make sure you bring a jacket. Definitely hoodie weather with the wind. 2-2. Pitch is going to miss high, and the count is 3-2 now. Leadoff hitter for the Tigers in the bottom of the third inning. Swing and a miss for Copeland, and strikeout number 4 for Aiden Dominguez. And there's one down. Well, the pitchers have had the better of it so far. Aiden Tupper coming to the plate for the second time. Popped out to shortstop his first time up. Pitch is going to miss high. And the count is 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now. We mentioned Dominguez. He's got kind of a tall stature out there. It's always imagine for a pitcher that, brings different angles and stuff for the hitters. And you've got some height there. Good pitch on the 1-1 as that's in there for a strike. 1-2. And sends it. And misses on that. 2-2. Catcher Dom Hernandez was ready to throw it to third after getting the strikeout and didn't get the call. I assume that one missed low, maybe? I don't know. I thought the umpire said high. 2-2. That's going to miss outside. And the count full again, 3-2. Neither of those pitches missed by very much. And that's going to be a called strike 3. And then Tupper thought that it was going to be a ball 4. And I think the Tigers were reacting to Tupper to run to first because the catcher had to go track it down. So I think that was, it wasn't a reaction to it being a called third strike. It was that Tupper needed to run. So it is 2 down and a couple of strikeouts in the inning and a called strike on the first offering to A.J. Paz, who walked in his first at-bat. And that'll miss inside to the lefty Paz, 1-1. That's going to miss, I think, high. 2-1. On the outside corner for a called strike. Count evens at 2-2. In the air, out to the third base side, but out of play. Gets over towards the bullpen and the batting cages on the Gadsden side of the field. But the count 3-2 now to Paz as it misses outside. Base is empty for the Tigers in the bottom of the third. Yeah, it's been a lot of that today. Not many runners in scoring position for either team. The 3-2. Again, fouled off. Pretty much same spot as the last one he fouled off. And another 3-2 count to the Tiger left fielder. Somebody lost control of some Gatorade cups that have blown out onto the field. Here's the 3-2 in the dirt, and Paz draws his second walk of the day. And it'll bring up Cade Kiss, who doubled in his first at-bat. See if the Tigers try to be aggressive again with Paz, who was caught stealing earlier. Boy, the wind is really whipping up now. In the dirt, and it's going to get behind the catcher, and that will give the Tigers a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. Chance for Alamogordo to break through. The 1-0. This will be fouled off up the third base side and out of play, and the count 1-1. Breaking ball drops in for a strike, 1-2. Line, but fouled again. That'll get out of play in the same direction. To breaking ball, and I think that just missed a little bit high. Dominguez wanted that one. He kind of spun around on the mound. I think he thought he'd gotten the punch out. 2-2. Kiss will say that he thought that was high. That's why he didn't swing at it. 2-2. And a ground ball towards second. Fielded, toss on to first is in time, and the inning is over. So the Tigers do get a walk, but leave one on, and we go to the top of the fourth inning. It remains 0-0. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, you're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Community banks are so much more than just a bank in a community. We offer favorable rates and low fees. We are the volunteers that step up to help at local schools, youth sports, and non-for-profit organizations. Community bankers support the community where we all live, work, and play.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. All loans are subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. We're at the top of the fourth inning. Preston Eldred facing Aiden Dominguez. First pitch missed, and here comes the 1-0. And he's going to hit a ground ball right back up the middle for a base hit. And it's a single for Dominguez. Third hit of the day for Gadsden. Both teams with 3 hits. Actually, the Tigers have 2. First base runner for Gadsden since inning number 1. And Sebastian Andrade, who is 1 for 1, steps up to the plate. Seems to be getting a little bit lighter out there. Maybe the sun trying to punch through the clouds a little bit. I think it is. We'll take that. If anything, maybe just warm it up a little bit out there. In there, well, gotta say, there's a lot of pitches on both sides of this game where I've been surprised there haven't been strike calls. 1-0. Now drop in for a strike, and the count evens up at 1-1. It's 2, 3, and 4 in the order for Gadsden in the top of the fourth inning. And I believe the Tigers are going to do their senior day ceremonies in between game 1 and 2. Pickoff throw to first, and Dominguez will get back into the bag easily. Tagner applies the tag. Yes, I believe the sun is out, friends. We got time called as maybe some confusion on what the call is coming up. Perhaps they want to put together a hit and run or something here. I mean, I will say if you're bringing over your hitter mid-at-bat to come over and talk things over, if you're Alamogordo, you're thinking that something's on here. And the meeting is over between the Gadsden third base coach and Andrade. And he will step back into the box. Watch Dominguez, see if he's trying to steal. Does not go. Showed bunt, brought it back. Pitch misses 2-1. I'd be a little surprised if you're bunting with your number 3 hitter, but in high school baseball, where it is in the order is not really that big of a deal. I think you're going to play the percentages and try to get runners in the scoring position. Here's a chopper that'll go foul up the third base line as the count evens up at 2-2. Coming set from the stretch, Eldred will toss over to first base and keep a close eye on Dominguez. Dominguez, I always like when the first baseman holds the tag until the runner, is getting up. Maybe you think you get an easy one there. Take the hand off the bag or something. Called strike 3 on a breaking ball. And that'll be the third strikeout for Eldred. 1 down. And so it'll bring up Dom Hernandez, who grounded out to third base in his first at-bat with 1 down and a runner on first. And hit in the air out towards right field. Going back after it, still going back after it, and making the grab is Ramirez. Looked like he was having trouble with it. Kind of got turned around once and twice, but was able to get there to it and make the grab. That looked like it might have been trouble for him, but he secures it, and the Tigers have the second out. Good contact there from Hernandez. Brings up Richard Yanez, who hit one out to right field. A high fly ball out to Ramirez the first time up. Levi's been pretty busy today. Runner goes. Swing and a miss, and unfortunately when Phillips went to go and grab it out of his glove and throw to second, it slipped out onto the ground, so no throw and a stolen base for Dominguez. 0-1 at the plate to Yanez. The 0-1's a swing and a miss, and Eldred ahead in the count here, 0-2. Second time Gadsden's had a runner in scoring position. Tigers trying to keep it scoreless. The 0-2. Swing and a miss and struck him out. And the inning is over. The Tigers do give up the single lead off to Dominguez, but a couple of strikeouts and a line out, and the Tigers keep it 0-0. Going to the bottom of the fourth inning on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. This is Tiger Baseball and Alamo Sports and Talk.
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Vacations, weekend getaway, consolidations, appliances, furniture, medical repairs, and more. When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply in person or online today at oterofcu.org. All loans subject to credit approval and restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. You're listening to Tiger Baseball. We're going to the bottom of the fourth inning, and we remain scoreless between the Tigers and the Panthers as Preston Eldred will come to the plate for Alamogordo. Preston, a strikeout in his first at-bat. as the first pitch is on the way. And breaking ball in there for a strike. Both guys have had good movement on their pitches. And it's been a little bit of a guessing game on strike calls. This is going to be off the dirt and high to the backstop. Nice play by Jaden Ruiz as he was standing in the on-deck circle. He's able to barehand that. 1-1 the count now to Eldred. And that'll miss outside. 2-1. Preston's got kind of an interesting hitting motion because he's puts both feet even right up on the line, and then he kind of steps back as the pitch gets to him as it misses here. 3-1. There it comes. And a ground ball to short. Hard hit, but Gomez has got it. Toss on to first is in time. And there's one down. So bring up Jaden Ruiz, who singled in his first at-bat. And then was caught stealing. So he's looking for his second hit of the day. And that's going to miss 1-0. 2 hits for the Tigers. Have also reached on 2 walks and an error. The 1-0. Down and away. 2-0. Well, we've definitely moved at a pretty fast clip over this first 4 innings. So we hit about the hour mark. Trying to hit inside, but it misses. 3-0. And you are listening to 1230 AM KRSY, K270CS, 101.9 FM. And the pitch misses high. Third walk surrendered by Aiden Dominguez. One of the rare times I remember to do our legal ID when I'm doing a live game. I mean, I give plenty of legal IDs, I feel like, where I let you know what radio station you're listening to all throughout the broadcast, but technically, I'm supposed to do that. And the pitch is in there for a strike on the first offering to Brandon Williams. Williams struck out, looking his first time up. Behind in the count here, 0-1. And hard hit ball to second. Could be 2. They get 1. Toss on to first is in time. 4-6-3 double play for Gadsden. And that will end the inning. Tigers and Panthers stay knotted at zeros as we go to the top of the 5th inning on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Here in our community, we honor the strength of our military families and their children during Military Child Month. First National Bank is honored to support the families who serve, and we thank you for your service.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all on subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Normal Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Preston Eldred ahead in the count 0-2. Swing and a miss in the first. The called strike on the outside corner on the next. And here's a ground ball that'll go right back to the mound. Eldred will field it cleanly, underhand it to Stagner at first, and there's one down. Top five, Alamogordo and Gadsden scoreless on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. And honestly, nobody's really threatened in this game, it feels like. Just has not been, I don't think anybody's had back-to-back hits. Gadsden's got 3 hits, Tigers have 2. Alamo's put, I think, 2 runners in scoring position. Gadsden has put 3. Nobody has been on the base pass with a batter up at third base. Gadsden would have had one as the first pitch misses 1-0. Swing and a miss by Rogelio Gomez Jr., and it's 1-1. He struck out his first time up. Number 7 hitter in the Gadsden lineup. 6, 7, 8 here in this top of the 5th with 1 down. Swing and a miss, and 1-2. So credit to Eldred and Dominguez, who have pitched gems so far in this game. 1-2. That one's going to miss, I think, a little bit high, 2-2. And the pitch. Fouled off. And the count will stay 2-2. And the wind continues to whip sort of from left center field in. And called strike 3 on the breaking ball. It was kind of there. There was a fastball earlier in the at-bat that I would have said, yeah, that's probably right in there for a strike. It's been a little difficult to guess today. Like I said, it's been even on both sides. This is a high pop-up. Left side of the infield, Williams calling everybody off as the shortstop snags it. And the inning is over just like that. And so the Tigers keep it scoreless. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 0-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Baseball.
Vacations, weekend getaway, consolidations, appliances, furniture, medical repairs, and more. When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply in person or online today at oterofcu.org. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Here in our community, we honor the strength of our military families and their children during Military Child Month. First National Bank is honored to support the families who serve, and we thank you for your service.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is Emily from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Deacon Stagner going to pop one up behind home plate, but it's going to get into the netting. Back this direction, and that will be 0-1 to Stagner. 7-8-9 in the order here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Tigers trying to get something going. Both teams trying to get something going here in this one. 3 hits for Gadsden, 2 hits for the Tigers, and not many runners in scoring position for either side as the 0-1's on the way, and that'll stay high. Dominguez kind of switches up to a kind of a 12-6 delivery every now and then. when he's done that, he seems to miss high on those pitches. And I guess that's actually his normal delivery. This is hit in the air out towards center field, but it's, going to be dropped by the second baseman. Stagner is going to get a freebie there, as that will be the Tigers getting a base runner, and that may be one of those things that gives Alamogordo a chance here. Nobody's been able to really get it going, hitting the baseball today. Defensive miscue. That was something I was going to mention last inning, was defensively both teams have been pretty solid. In the dirt and going to kick away. Stagner is going to get to second base. Throw is going to just leak past the shortstop, and so Stagner with a bit of a celebration out at second base, but I think probably more tongue-in-cheek. So the Tigers put a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Swing and a miss here from Phillips, and it's 1-1. You just feel like the way this game has gone, you got to take advantage of this situation. Try to move the runner up maybe to third, sacrifice fly or something. Phillips holds off on a fastball that's going to miss outside. 2-1. Just making contact here. Important. 3-1 now. That's down and away. And it's a walk. So runners on first and second with nobody out for the Tigers. And Billy Copeland to the plate. Like I said, don't hate the idea of a bunt here to try and move them up to second and third to get back to the top of the order. Copeland's speed. He could certainly reach on a bunt single. That's in the dirt. Really well done by Dom Hernandez to get out of his stance and take that one off his chest and keep it in front of him. So the runners stay where they're at, 1-0. This, again, feels like the first real trouble that either team has been in. And that one misses. 2-0. Pretty good pitch there from Dominguez. The 2-0. That's outside, 3-0. Well, I think if they surrender a walk here, I wouldn't be surprised to see a visit from the Gadsden dugout. Called strike on the 3-0. Copeland, no doubt, taking the whole way. I wouldn't be surprised if he's taken on 3-1. Well, he's going to hit this in the air out to right center field. It is going to be grabbed, and Stagner will feign a run to third base. So Copeland unable to advance the runners, and a big first out there. Bring up Aiden Tupper now, who's popped out and struck out. But the top of the order with a couple opportunities here to try to make something happen. An error and a walk as the runners on first and second. So Dominguez hasn't given up a hit this inning. Tupper shows bunt. Pitch comes up and in on him. And it's 1-0. Tupper, ground ball. It's up the middle. Chance at 2. They're going to get the one at second, but no throw to first. And they'll put it runners in the corners now with 2 outs. Fielder's choice, 4-6. And it'll be up to A.J. Paz here, who has walked twice. If he can get his first hit of the day, has a chance to bring in a runner, or we've seen a few wild pitches. Stagner is not the speediest guy on this Tiger roster, but he's going to really have to be on his toes at third base. One positive with 2 outs, you can run on contact, so you don't have to be hesitant here if especially with Tupper over at first base. If Paz can get one out of the gap, Tigers might be able to score a couple. Paz, ground ball to the left side. It's going to be a bit of a difficult play. Toss on to first is in time. What a great throw there from Gomez, and a wonderful scoop at first base by Yanez, and the Tigers unable to convert as they leave 2 on, and it's still scoreless as we go to the top of the 6th inning on the Bridgestone Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Vacations, weekend getaway, consolidations, appliances, furniture, medical repairs, and more. When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply in person or online today at oterofcu.org. All loans subject to credit approval and restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Almost Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. It's the top of the 6th inning, and Alamogordo and Gadsden are scoreless. Ezekiel Gotia is at the plate and fouled off the first and watches the second one miss 1-1. Breaking ball, that'll just miss inside. Pretty good pitch there from Eldred, but I don't think he got the inside corner. 2-1. Swing and a foul tip, I think, into the glove. 1-2. And the count evens up at 2-2 with 9 hitter in the order here for Gadsden, and then top of the order with Nieto and Dominguez. Low and away. And the count now full 3-2. Now Tigers had their best chance. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Runners in the corners with 2 out and couldn't convert, as this is soft little pop-up that, will it stay fair? No, it will get into foul territory. It was working its way up the first base line, and thought maybe it was going to drop there into a tough spot for Ramirez to get to or for Stagner, but just continued to slice for the righty, Goitia. So it'll be the 7th pitch of the at-bat, another 3-2 count. And here it comes outside. So that'll be the first walk surrendered by Eldred today. And so runner on first with Ryan Nieto, who's grounded out and singled in his 2 tries. And a little liner that'll go up the third base line. Or I should say dribbler. And foul ball that's 0-1. Let's get into the late innings here where one run could make all the difference. Swing and a miss as Nieto got in front of. Good curveball there from Eldred is heading the count 0-2. Nieto got a base hit on an 0-2 count earlier. That one I think is just going to miss high, 1-2. Pretty good pitch there from Eldred. Maybe it missed off the inside as well. Swing and a miss and struck him out. And another strikeout for Eldred. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this game. One down. Now they'll bring up Aiden Dominguez, who has flown out and singled. Also has a stolen base today. Made good contact both times he's been at the plate. And a checks. And I'm going to say he went. Counts 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So Eldred again gets ahead in the count. And from the stretch, here's the pitch. He'll miss that one high. And the count's 1-2. First base coach for Gadsden talking in the ear of Goitia. He hasn't tried to go to second. Doesn't hear. And just fouling it off is Dominguez and keeps the bat alive. 1-2 the count. The pitch in the dirt. Phillips keeps that in front of him. But the count evens up at 2-2. Runner on first with one down in the top of the sixth inning. And runner does go, and fouling it off. Maybe a hit and run there. But Dominguez will see another one. It'll be 2-2, and it'll be the seventh pitch of the at-bat. Dominguez with one of his team's 3 hits today. Pick off throw to first, and Goitia gets back in. Nieto, Dominguez, Andrade with the 3 hits today. And the foul off. Back behind home plate, and Dominguez continues the at-bat here. And just 4 base runners for Gadsden today. 3 on singles, 1 on a walk. Tigers haven't had many more. Gallows had 5. Runner goes again. And this is hit in the air out towards right center field. Will get down. It will. Runner held, thinking that maybe he was going to get there. I feel like a little bit of a mistake there for Gadsden, because Goitia held between first and second, and he was almost all the way to second base, but I guess not wanting to take the chance of getting doubled up. Pretty good chance he could have been at third base. See if that one is a glaring mistake here, especially if you get a base knock here from Andrade and he can't score from second. Hard hit ground ball that is going to be fouled, and a nice play over there by the third base coach for Gadsden. He barehanded that, got his bench pretty excited. He had to make a little bit of a sprint over there to get to it as well. So it's 0-1. And this is a lazy pop-up into foul territory on the first base side. Stagner's got it, and that'll be the second out. Disappointing for Andrade and for the Panthers. And 2 down. Dom Hernandez, the cleanup hitter, will step up for the 3rd time today. He has grounded out and lined out, having to take off his catcher's gear. So he will walk up to the plate with a couple on and trying to give his team a late lead at top of the 6th inning, and still no score. Tigers will have the heart of their order due up in the home half. And here's another high pop-up on the infield, and it's going to be Copeland not making the grab, and the run will score. Copeland called Williams off. The wind certainly played a little bit on that, but Copeland then started to run after it, and he was unable to secure it, and the Tigers find themselves down 1-0. It looked like Williams was going to get himself under it. Then Tupper was calling it, and then Tupper, who was standing in the infield grass still, or infield dirt, all of a sudden realized he needed to run after that and was unable to secure it. E5. And that time Goitia, with 2 outs, he was running the whole way and was able to score. First and third for Gadsden. Still 2 outs. Now with a runner on third. Wild pitch is a concern here too. Runner goes, and it's a foul ball up the first base line. Did not miss by a whole lot for Richard Yanis. Tell you what, the Tigers have had, especially here at home, they've had games that they've lost because of plays similar to that. Now, I don't necessarily want to call that routine. That was the way the wind is blowing on a high pop-up. Swing and a miss from Yanis. 0-2. So anything hit straight up into the air like that high is going to be a little tough, but the 0-2. Ground ball. Stagner's got it, and he will step on the bag at first. And the inning is over, but not for a costly error. The Tigers trail 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Baseball.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Banking should be personal. It's the comfort of being greeted by name, celebrating life's milestones, and staying connected to what matters most. Because when your bank truly knows you, you're never just another transaction. We're proud to support you on your financial journey and serve in the communities we call home. First National Bank, where community and commitment come together. Stop in today and experience the difference.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Almost 4th and Talk, 12:30, 101.9. The Tigers trailing 1-0 after an error with a couple on. Brought a run across, and Tigers will have Cade Kiss and Preston Eldred, Jaden Ruiz, 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Cade's got a double today. Jaden's got a single and a walk. So to try and answer back here, got the part of the lineup I think that you want up. But Aiden Dominguez has pitched very well today. Tigers with just 2 hits. Ruiz and Kisses single and double respectively. And so Kiss steps into the left-hand batter's box. And Dominguez, or I should say Hernandez, behind home plate, trying to direct traffic in the outfield. And a bunt here by Kiss up the third base line. Fielded cleanly, but no, not going to be able to make the throw in time. And so Kiss puts a runner on right away. That was good, smart hitting there as he saw the third baseman for the Panthers. Castillo wasn't playing in, but I mean, wouldn't necessarily expect your number 3 hitter to be going up there and bunting, but Cade took advantage of the situation and puts the tying run on the base pass here. Outside, the pitch will miss to Eldred. Grounded out to short, struck out in his 2 at-bats. See if Preston could push a bunt up the first baseline. That would, as the pitch was outside, Kiss. Ooh, almost got caught off the bag a little bit. A good throw from Hernandez. Kiss was able to get back before the tag by Yanes. 2-0 now. I'm sure Gadsden thinking that Kiss might try to steal. He goes. Here's the throw, and that is going to be off the mark. So Cade's got the stolen base. The pitch missed at the plate. And 3-0 as the Tigers put a runner on second. And this has been about as good of a start to the inning as the Tigers could have hoped for. Single stolen base, and Eldred, you have to think on 3-0 is going to be taking. That's going to miss, and so they'll put Eldred on. I think they wanted to just go ahead and put the double play in order. And a time going to be called as a Gadsden coach heading out to talk to his pitcher in his infield here. And it'll be Jaden Ruiz, who is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Second straight inning, Tigers have had runners on first and second base with nobody out. Last inning wasn't able to bring anybody across home plate. Running out of opportunities now, and now trailing by a run. Got to have it here if they want to get the win. They were able to rally late on Tuesday. They scored 4 runs in the top of the 7th inning. And then Billy Copeland came in and closed out the game. Tigers can score 2 here. Wouldn't be too surprised if they bring Billy on to try to close it out. And I'm sure he would love the opportunity after the error that gave Gadsden the lead. Home plate umpire is going to brush off home plate before we get started. And so Ruiz steps in. Kiss at second with a lot of speed. If Ruiz can get it in the outfield for a base hit, Kiss will likely score, bunt, and they'll put it down. And that's a good one. Nobody's covering second or first base or second base, and that'll be an infield single for Ruiz. And the Tigers have the base loaded, so some small ball this inning for the Tigers. 2 bunts and put the runners on. And Ruiz gets his second single. That was, now I will say Dominguez had trouble fielding that cleanly. So even if there was somebody at first base, but that was a mistake defensively for Gadsden, as there wasn't anybody there to play it. And so Gadsden moves the infield in on Brandon Williams with the bases loaded and nobody out. And that's going to kick away. Dominguez will keep it in front of him, though, so the runners stay where they are. Williams a strikeout and grounded into a double play in his 2 at-bats. Force at any base here. Tigers trying to break through. Down 1-0. Fouled off by Williams. 1-1. Puts it behind home plate. Ruiz at first, Eldred at second, Kiss at third. Pitch is going to miss low. 2-1. Pitch is going to miss high. 3-1. And maybe the Tigers are able to bring it in on a walk here. And that pitch misses, and it is a walk. And an RBI for Williams. And the Tigers with 2 singles, 2 bunt singles, and 2 walks. And they've tied the game 1-1, and the bases remain loaded with nobody out. And Keegan Stagner, who has reached his race on errors today. One by the shortstop and one by the second baseman. And a base hit could give the Tigers the lead. Going to watch that one miss outside. 1-0 the count. Called strike on the inner half. And the count evens up at 1-1. Infield continues to play on the infield grass for Gadsden. Fouled off by Stagner to the screen. 1-2. And Stagner hits it out to right field. This might be enough to tag it up, and they will send Eldred home. The throw will not be in time. The Tigers have taken the lead 2-1 and an RBI sac fly by Keegan Stagner. And still a runner on third with just one out. Tigers can do it again, give themselves some breathing room to go to the top of the top of the inning. I just saw I need to get a close look at Cade Kiss. I don't know if he's got gold and black like paint on his face today. I don't know what the rules are for baseball, how much you can, but he's got some serious stuff going on there. Anyway, Clifford Phillips comes up, walking his first at bat, and they're going to catch the runners in between here. Oh, and then they were going to come home, and boy, that was a mistake by Dominguez. Dominguez was getting caught between a run down there between first and second was Williams, and he was sort of running back towards second base, and then the Tigers sent the runner from third, and Dominguez fell as the pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 3-1 Tigers. So falling apart a little bit here for Gadsden this inning. And this is hit in the air out towards center field. It is going to be snagged, and the Tigers are going to try to tag up. Mount Williams is going to go back, just got about a third of the way and returned. And so Phillips with the second out of the inning. Billy Copeland will come to the plate. Base hit, he could give his team another insurance run going to the top of the seventh inning, but Alamogordo scores 3 runs. The runs come in on a walk, and a sac fly, and I'm not sure what you would have called that. What happened on that play where the run scored? I guess the Tigers were going to try a double steal, and Williams went, and that one's going to get into the outfield on a pickoff throw back to second, and then Williams fakes going to third again. See, I'm not even sure what you would have called that. I don't know if that's an error or anyway, swing and a miss here by Copeland. What you do to score on in the book on that play. 1-1, very good pitch, but I think it dropped low, 2-1. Swing and a miss from Copeland. Count evens up here at 2-2. Fouled off. Copeland keeps the at-bat alive. So he sends that back to the screen. Williams started to go towards third base. Pitch is going to be fouled off by Copeland, and we'll do it all again. Two-two, check swing. They throw out towards second. Williams gets to third. It's a ball at home plate. And so 3-2 to Copeland. Williams gets the stolen base. Okay. And they were looking around. I think Dominguez thought that might have been swing and a miss, and so ends up not making any difference. And so the Tigers lead 3-1. We go to the top of the 7th inning as the Tigers will try to close it out. We'll see if they stick with Eldred or Tigers bring in somebody new to try to close it out. We'll find out when we return.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Vacations, weekend getaway, consolidations, appliances, furniture, medical repairs, and more. When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply in person or online today at oterofcu.org. All loans subject to credit approval. Restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Jackson called to close it off for the Tigers here as he comes up and gets a swing and a miss. And the leadoff hitter in the inning is Antonio Castillo. He has grounded out twice. Cole, the righty, into his motion. Here's the pitch. And that'll just miss. Count evens up at 1-1. Preston Eldred, 6 innings, just gave up the 1 run. That was unearned. Good effort for the Tiger Jr. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Castillo, Gomez Jr. actually looks like we'll get a pinch hitter. Rubalcava will hit next. 1-2. High pop-up, and this should, maybe it'll stay in play. Nope. It'll hit off the top of the Alamogordo clubhouse. Okay. 3-1 Tigers. 3 runs come home for Alamo. They loaded the bases on a couple of bunt singles and a walk, and then a walk scored the first run. A sac fly scored the second. And a swing and a miss, and Cole gets the first out. And it'll bring up Jason Rubalcava. As number 20 hitting from the left-hand side. He'll get his first swings. And Cole winds and deals, and here's a ground ball hit to second. Tumper fields cleanly. Toss on to first. 2 down. And that will bring up Carlos Cortez. And this is going to be lined into right field and the base hit. And that is going to keep carrying out there. And it's going to end up putting a runner on second base. So a double. As that one got right into the gap, and neither Kiss or Ramirez got to it especially quickly. So a double for Cortez. And see if it's Goitia. Or if we've got another pinch hitter, because I think it's a pinch hitter. And it is. So Adam Soria is going to come in, number 64. second pitch hitter. So Cole will again he'd like to not try to get back to the top of the order. Nieto and Dominguez and Andrade have hit the ball pretty well today. So Cole will work out of the stretch now. And a breaking ball that, well, didn't miss by much. And it's 1-0 to Soria. Stepping in the right-hand batter's box. 1-0 is hit in the air out to left field. That should get down for a base hit. They will not send the runner. And so double single and runners in the corners, and we are back to the top of the order. Tying run on the base pass for Gadsden as Ryan Nieto comes to the plate for the fourth time today. Single back in the first, a ground out and a strikeout in his other two attempts. And Coach Nathan Winrow going to come out and talk to his pitcher. Now that second run that scored was big. We're going to get that's a pinch runner. Yep. Aiden Cardenas will come in. I think that's just a straight pinch runner change. So Jackson Cole, who got a strikeout and a ground out, pretty routine, and has now given up a double, a single on the last three pitches. Cole will step back off the pitcher's rubber. His home plate umpire wasn't quite ready yet. Now ready to go. And that'll miss low and outside. 1-0 to Nieto. Can the Tigers hold on here, leading 3-1? Breaking ball stays high, 2-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 2-1. Runner advanced to second. He was already starting to run before Cole had started to pitch there, but base hit could tie the game here with the runner on second. Oh, they're going to get him. He got too far off the bag, and they're going to get him out at second base, and the game is over. My goodness. Not sure what Cardenas was doing there. He was way off the bag. I guess thought that there was going to be some indifference there from Cole, but Cole spun around, threw it back to Williams from shortstop, and he gets over there and gets the tag. So the Tigers win 3-1 on the Richland Motor scoreboard. We'll wrap it up on the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Hi, this is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Community banks are so much more than just a bank in a community. We offer favorable rates and low fees. We are the volunteers that step up to help at local schools, youth sports, and non-for-profit organizations. Community bankers support the community where we all live, work, and play.
Putting you first is in our name. First National Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. All loans are subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Join the fantastic team at Ochoa Stucco. Full-time positions, on-the-job training, and competitive pay. Start a career in construction. Message Ochoa Stucco on Facebook or call 575-442-6745 to schedule an interview.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Vacations, weekend getaway, consolidations, appliances, furniture, medical repairs, and more. When life happens, OFCU has a loan for that. Personal loans are as low as 9.99% APR. Apply in person or online today at oterofcu.org. All loans subject to credit approval and restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As the Alamogordo Tigers get the win in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Such a strange ending to that game. Tigers win 3-1 and improved to 8-17, and they are now 2-12 in district play. Tigers get RBIs from Keegan Stagner and a sac fly in the 6th, then an RBI and a walk for Brandon Williams. Another run scored on a double steal attempt where the Gadsden pitcher was trying to catch one of the Tigers in a rundown and then lost his footing, and the Tiger runner from third came in and scored. All that happened in the 6th inning. Gadsden would score their one run on an error on a dropped fly ball in the infield. And for the most part, the two pitchers, Aiden Dominguez and Preston Eldred, had great games. And then at the end of the game there, Jackson Cole comes in and gets the first 2 outs easily, gives up a double and a single. Pinch runner Aiden Cardenas had gotten to second on kind of an indifference. You know, Cole wasn't trying to keep him, and the Tigers weren't going to play the double steal game and let a run score. And then Cardenas, afterwards, gets too far off the bag at second, and Cole spins around, throws it back to Williams, and he tags him out and ends the game. Very odd finish to that game. So, hitting-wise, Tigers didn't have a whole lot. A.J. Paz reached on a couple of walks. Cade Kiss had a single, a double, and a run scored and a stolen base. Preston Eldred had a walk and a run scored. Jaden Ruiz, 2 singles and a walk and a run scored. Brandon Williams with a walk and an RBI. Keegan Stagner with, he reached twice on errors and then a sac fly RBI. And then that was it for hits. A walk for Clifford Phillips in the game as well. Now they're going to try to do a balloon arch here with the wins. That's going to be challenging. Looks like the two gentlemen are going to hold on to it out there. And they're going to recognize the 5 seniors for the Tigers, which will be, and I think they may be also recognizing the Gadsden seniors as well. I thought they had more than 2. So a couple Tiger players are going to actually hold it out there. Anyway, Aiden Tupper and Billy Copeland, Cade Kiss, Keegan Stagner, and Jackson Cole all going to be honored for the Tigers. That's going to do it for our broadcast. The Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show will have Game 2 of your doubleheader coming up as soon as they're ready to get started. And so that should be here in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And good on the Tigers with some gifts for a couple of seniors for Gadsden. Dominguez and I thought when I looked at their roster earlier in the week that they had a few more seniors in that group. I must have misread that one. I want to check here before I go off the air because I want to give those guys names out as well. As Manuel Ramos, who I don't think he is here, he's listed as a senior. And Miguel Segala, he's not on the roster today, but he was a senior for this group. Aiden Dominguez, a senior. Antonio Castillo, I think he was the other senior here in attendance. Jerry Segala as well, not here in attendance. So they handed off a couple of gifts to them, and that's I like to see that. And a lot of times over the years, it's been Alamogordo and Gadsden that have played on senior days, respectively, down there and here as well. So the Tigers going through their senior day festivities, and we will return here in a little while for Game 2 of our doubleheader. The Tigers do get the win in Game 1, 3-1 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be right back here on Alamo Sports and Talk. If you're listening on the Alamo Sports YouTube channel, you need to look for the Game 2 link. If you're listening anywhere else, just stay where you are. We'll be back.
No roadblocks scheduled today on Highway 70, 54 South, or 380. For the latest roadblock information, call 575-678-1178. Tonight's forecast is calling for cloudy, 90% chance of showers. In Alamogordo, expect a low of 50. Cloudcroft, a low of 32. For tomorrow, cloudy skies, 90% chance of rain. Alamogordo tomorrow, high of 62, low of 42. Cloudcroft on Friday, high of 42, and an overnight low near